Boleh tengok ke? Boleh nampak ke?
Boleh doktor.
Okay, good. Okay. Assalamualaikum, selamat malam. Tonight our BMM 4771 Advanced Sigma class is on product cost structure. Very important item on costing for the product itself in our operation and services. Whatever product is mean either the goods or the services. Dia ada dua sekali. Product is mean good or services. Kalau goods ni barang lah. Kalau services tu ke hospital, mungkin medical, mungkin some other things like banking, accounting, tu dia services. Kalau produk ni biasa kita beli barang, kereta, baju, semua tu produk rumah. That's good and services. Okay, that's a product cost structure. Okay, which product cost structure is actually we have to have fixed cost, variable cost, and also some other cost atau expenses for the company or organization. Fixed cost is actually regular cost lah. Fixed cost not expected change itu fixed cost. Dia punya cost tu fixed. Example, you want to produce 1,000 ke 2,000 ke 3,000 ke, CEO seorang, manager mungkin kalau 2 orang, company tu 2 orang, two managers and a few engineers, and then not change much, not change lah in the time, and also just example every month dia changing of quantity, tapi yang tu make fix, tu fixed cost. Kalau variable cost, okay, call it expenses. Variable cost yang change bila quantity change. Example, kita nak produce 1,000, material cost, manpower cost, direct manpower cost, some other cost tu is actually dia akan jadi variable cost, gantung kepada quantity of product or services. Okay, that's our expenses. Direct cost ni contoh macam raw material, operator, machine cost yang betul-betul direct lah. Changes of quantity, they change all that. Indirect cost, cost yang not change tadi macam HR, ICT, purchasing, finance, all those indirect yang tak berubah mengikut quantity, that's the direct cost. That's the cost structure overall. Okay, we have a lot of cost structure style. Example, kalau tengok typical of company value from purchasing ataupun logistik, incoming, operation, distribution, sales and marketing, service, sampai ke at the end kita calculate profit margin, everything. All the costs are we involve macam sampai product R&D, teknologi, whatever system semua ni, dia akan involve all, kita akan charge ke suatu ni. Human resource management, general admin, ICT, all that is actually cost yang akan incur ke semua ni lah. That's why some of the company they call it profit center. Yang ni profit center yang jalan operation dan jualan. Yang ni dia panggil cost center. Cost center maksudnya center yang incur cost saja, tak ada profit. Profit is actually sini, tapi walaupun dia cost center, still very important for the overall operation, because of kalau tak ada HR, macam mana kita nak gaji pekerja, nak ambil orang semua, tak boleh. Tak ada ICT, macam mana sistem nak maintain and all that lah. Okay, that's the way of ini. Okay, base cost, sales cost, carrying cost, and all these costs will be incurred to the final product cost, cost services cost. Whatever lah, kalau base cost macam production cost, material cost, transportation cost. Sales cost ni packaging, general administration, shop to advertisement, tu sales cost. Carrying cost ni ataupun moving cost ni, warehouse, expenses, inventory, insurance, whatever lah, lorry, all that is actually carrying cost. History based lah, depend. Then dia akan top up jadi product cost, then kena ada profit lah kat atas sekali. Top kena ada profit lah. Okay. Fixed cost dengan low and high, we take it, this is the volume of sales punya money lah. Example ni $100, kita ambil 100 ni RM100 contoh dia. Cost sini is roughly about, kita ambil contoh about Kita ambil lah 80% sini 80% cost, 20% profit. Then from this cost, dia ada variable cost and fixed cost. Variable cost and fixed cost ni is actually the higher the variable cost is better lah. Fixed cost, kita tak boleh banyak berubah. Kata kita produce 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 fixed cost. Tapi kalau kita produce 10,000, kita tambah engineer, kena tambah HR manager sikit, kena tambah semua benda sikit-sikit, dia akan berubah serta-serta limit. Low fixed cost, ni best. Sales cost, variable yang fixed cost ni low, variable tinggi. Dan kalau kata sales reduce, kalau katalah sales reduce, dia punya volume katalah sales reduce half, kalau sales reduce half, dia still ada variable cost kini, profit, dia ada lagi some, of course dia akan berubah lah, profit jadi kecil, tapi still lagi ada. Tapi kalau in case of high fixed cost, kita ambil half sini contoh dia, dan fixed cost ni dah makan about sini, dan profit zero, variable cost pun tak ada dapat, dia akan jadi loss. Kalau high fixed cost ni loss, kalau ikutkan quantity kan cut half. Tapi of course lah, kalau betul-betul cut half, in long run kita pun kena cut lah fixed cost ni, serta-serta cost of fixed cost kena cut, buang jual building ke, buang some manager, engineer, some legal. Itu macam dah. Sekarang ni what happen bila ada ekonomi dunia some issue, then actually there will be a termpile jugalah to certain area in the operation, macam certain benda tu dia tak boleh tanggung lagi keuntungan disebabkan oleh variable cost increase. Contoh macam energy cost increase ataupun raw material. Contoh bila minyak punya harga over 120 per barrel example, I take example ni, then cost of energy akan naik about kita ambil 1/3 is from gases, atau dia akan naik at least 20% atau 50%. Dan lagi kalau carpet itu guna produk from oil and gas punya ataupun barrel punya tu lah, ini macam chemical punya plant ke apa, direct chemical, plastik punya chemical parts semua tu untuk produce, dan dia akan harga naik, dan this one will be hard lah for the operation. Sekarang dah ada sikit-sikit yang juga efek, tapi tak besar lagi lah. Later kalau long run lagi banyak akan efek. Company kecil tak akan dapat tanggung beban cost, dan dia akan boleh collapse, dia akan buatkan orang ke ataupun stop operation whatever lah. Itu contoh typical cost production, we have some other costs like macam electricity. Kalau kita ambil sini, ni contoh electricity is about 58.7%, consumable about 20%. Services, maintenance, labor, all this essentially this is just some. This one is changing lah, product by product. High-end product lain, low cost product lain, memang very very far from lah. Sometimes kita kata macam it's not fair for certain product, cost structure is very 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 tough. Tapi some product margin very high, and that company become very very good product and services, dapat bonus tinggi. Certain product very very low margin, lari sikit je dah rugi, tapi sometimes because of unbalanced ataupun unfair cost structure overall, because of competitiveness of everything, dia kena absorb jugalah because of that, example. But certain product like consumer product, macam electronic product, profit margin for the operation is very small. Factory 3 hingga 5% profit is good already for factory, because factory transfer cost to sales company lain. Sales company of course dia akan untung besar untuk dijual, dia akan buat itu ini semua, tetapi untung besar. Dan kalau factory memang sama kecil untung, tapi factory operation dia is billion, jadi percentage kecil mesti lagi banyak lah, million juga lah profit dia. Tapi compare to the sales, the sales dia banyak, yang hantarkan di sini dia profit margin dia tinggi, but the profit itself by company atau by area dia tak besar lah. Itu pada dia, because of overall lah. Okay, that's example. Ni example of certain area like macam ada retail cost atau retail price dan losses dia, yang belah ni lah sales berapa, purchasing cost. This is also sama lah. The cost structure itself will be not same as low product atau high product lah. Electronic product ataupun non high end product. You talk about high tech product, of course margin tinggi lah, because dia punya risk pun tinggi ya, risiko dia. Kalau kita buat simple produk macam pen, pencil, dan kita buat produk macam stationery simple ni, margin dia kecil tapi volume dia tinggi dan risiko dia pun rendah lah, macam dia tak ada expire, macam tu lah, macam pencil, pen kan, it's very far from expire. Expired dia kata macam 3 tahun, 5 tahun. Tapi kalau certain produk tu, teknologi semua expired cepat. Very fast expired, very fast teknologi behind, dan dia akan jadi murah cepat ataupun something gitu. Yeah, that's the way. Ni contoh untuk rise per unit cost dengan product unit sales volume. Kalau kita tengok sini indirect capacity cost, kalau kita tengok ada yang macam ni, ada yang turun naik off, decline. Per unit cost dia naik balik because bila decline kita dah kurangkan quantity, tiba-tiba sales dia ada lagi, dan jadi dia jadi macam jadi rebutan contohnya, jadi macam ni. Ada yang nak tapi normal punya biasanya kalau kita tengok dia macam straightforward gini, because masa mula-mula ni cost per unit ni tinggi, lepas tu dia down kan, whatever produk banyak pun dia akan down sampai nak ujung-ujung ni dia dah harga relong lah, ataupun harga dah murah, but tak laku dah ke, ataupun produk lain dah makan ke, ataupun ni produk coming. Ni macam produk life cycle lah sikit lah. PLC, product life cycle lah. Okay, contoh dia lah. Dan other than that banyak lagi lah. Ni yang variable cost, selling cost, fixed cost, dan unit cost. Example kalau kita ambil sini, total cost bahagi total production, 20,000 campur 30,000 bahagi dengan 10,000 unit production, dan unit cost dia jadi 50,000 bahagi 10,000 kan, RM5 lah. Ni basic Of course dia kena ada untung semua lah, tapi ni case very rough calculation. Katalah ini very rough calculation, total fixed cost campur variable cost bahagi yang total unit, 20 campur 30 bahagi 10,000 kan. Okay, then on this basis kita kata RM5. Ni kalau kita ambil profit dalam 20%, dia akan jadi RM7 contohnya. Okay, kita jual RM7. Suddenly ada orang yang masuk RM6, kita kena reduce the profit jadi naik RM5.5 ke RM6 tu. Dia reduce certain limit, orang lain jual RM4, kita mati. Dan of course kalau by time kita dah certain cost ni akan turun lah. In the long run of macam setahun punya ke, dia punya tu dah turun sikit sana sikit, sini sikit, dan dia akan jadi lower lah untuk cost pun. Okay, ni contoh lah. Kita ambil semua smaller parts of cost indirect. This is how to ni lah, katalah kita set price macam ni untuk market, then marginal ataupun margin ni profit set by something like macam nampak macam about 25% ni kan, ni, then ni cost ataupun gross cost lah. Okay, dan kita tengok sini macam part A, B, C, direct style ni, then how to make cost is lower is kita kena reduce all the cost lah. Ada yang boleh reduce sikit, ada yang boleh banyak. Kalau kita tengok sini apa yang boleh reduce, dia akan reduce semua macam part B macam this example, part B ni macam dia delete terus untuk dia, ataupun dia dah macam buat engineering something, dan part B dengan C combine ke, jadi macam part A part C je, part B dia tak ada dah. Some other things maybe berlaku, contoh macam elektronik kan, circuit ke apa, dia ambil board A, board B, board C, B, board C combine jadi board A, board C je. Cost is actually still lagi manageable lah. Contoh dia macam ni. Contoh lah, saya dulu masa di kerja industri dulu, I'm always doing this kind of analysis, cost analysis for to set the product cost, to set the sales price, and to set the transfer price among internal, ataupun keluar kita panggil sales price, kalau dalam kita panggil internal price atau internal transfer cost. Tapi still lagi we have to analyze in detail every single cost. Masa tu we call it macam department of control, kita panggil department of control ni dia we control the cost, we control the everything, tapi we are not the finance. Finance actually dia cash in, cash out all that. Tapi kalau macam kita control, kita bermain dengan how to make profit out of the product atau out of the services to control. Finance dia punya kerja lebih kepada, ada some company that control inside finance, but ada yang outside because independent dan dia kerja di lebih ni. Lebih berkesan lah untuk ni kan, dan control kata this is the cost, dan finance kata macam ni, then have to fight each other. Kalau sekali then it's actually it's not easy to manage, dia akan jadi macam tu je. Okay, ni ada sedikit starting group assignment saya bagi. Finance control manager, so saya akan bagi dalam group ini grouping yang saya bagi tahu dalam group tu, group assignment. Range atau 8 atau 10 pages, group work group work. Tajuk dia macam ni, you are financial control in your office ataupun your company. Do the DMIC on your main unit cost structure, including expenses, famous all the famous good and product or services. Ini next week punya work. Kalau 5 orang 10 page, seorang 2 page lah nanti dan pecah-pecah lah. Ini 10 page ni termasuk ataupun 8 page ni termasuk dengan front cover dan termasuk dengan all the kalau ia ada macam some diagram, some tables, some flowchart, masuk sekali. Including the text lah. And then text itself you can use AI to help you, but never copy and paste. AI is I always say AI is still lagi banyak yang hallucination, jadi don't believe AI 100%, except kalau kata draft one letter for application to ini tu okey dia bukan teknikal, dia buat cantik. Tapi kalau yang teknikal, yang data, AI still lagi banyak yang hallucination. You can use AI but don't copy and paste, baca dan think of what dia punya ni. Okay, ini rubrik dia. Any question? Any question?
Tak ada, Doktor.
Soalan? Okay, jelas semua
Jelas.
Jelas, Doktor.
Okay. Itu untuk yang pertama. Saya stop dulu sini.